All right, welcome back to The Explainer. We spend so much time building a product, but what about the name? That's what we're tackling today. And this isn't just about picking something that sounds cool, it's about building a real strategic advantage right from the get-go. So let's kick things off with this huge idea from Seth Godin. Every successful business has a monopoly. Now, hold on, he's not talking about the board game with the top hat and monocle. What he means is you've created something so unique, so special, that people will literally cross the street to get it from you and nobody else. The whole point isn't just to be another player in the game. It's to become the only real choice for your perfect customer.
Okay, so how in the world do you build a monopoly like that? Well, it all starts with your name. And there's this really powerful concept we're going to unpack today called the lock-in effect. Honestly, this is like the secret ingredient that turns a simple name into an unstoppable competitive weapon.
So what exactly is this lock-in effect? Well, it's that magic moment when your customers are so connected to your brand that they just won't switch, even if a competitor comes along that's cheaper. I mean, think about it. How many of us really consider using a search engine other than Google? We're just locked in. That's the goal. It's when your brand becomes the immediate, automatic answer to your customer's problem.
Right? So if we want to get that lock-in effect, where do we even start? Well, first things first, we have to talk about a massive, massive trap that so many startups walk right into. I'm talking about the fanciful name fallacy.
This is the big trap, right? We look at giants like Apple or Nike or Amazon, we think, I need a cool, abstract, kind of mysterious name. But here's the thing. Those names are blank slates. They meant absolutely nothing at first. It took billions, literally billions of dollars in marketing to give them the meaning they have today. For a startup, that's just a recipe for disaster. On the other hand, a clear name like Open Hearth Breads or Salesforce.com, well, that name does the marketing for you. It tells people what you do right away, it builds trust, and it makes you sound like you know your stuff.
And Seth Godin really hammers this point home. He says if you pick a fanciful name, your entire first year is just spent explaining what you do. Think about that. Every conversation, every ad, every pitch, you're not selling, you're just explaining. You're literally burning time and money just to get people to understand the basics. So if those cool, fanciful names are a no-go, what's the alternative? It's really simple. Clarity. For a new business, your name has got to be your #1 salesperson, working for you 24/7, no breaks.
And branding expert Rob Frankel just nails it with this quote. He says, branding is about making people see you as the only solution to their problem. It's not just about a pretty logo. A clear, powerful name starts that process. See how it all connects back to that monopoly idea? Your name is the first move in that chess game.
And here's the real practical payoff of all this. Frankel points out that when your brand is clear, you just get more bang for your marketing buck. Your ads are way more effective because people instantly get what you're about. You don't have to hit them over the head with your message 9 times. Maybe just 3 is enough. For a lean startup, that's a game changer. But hang on, there's a really crucial warning here. You can have the clearest concept in the world, but if people can't pronounce your name, they're going to be hesitant to even say it. And if they can't say it, guess what? They can't share it. You just killed your word-of-mouth marketing before it even started. So being easy to say is just as important as being easy to understand.
Okay, I think we've got it. Clarity is king. Fanciful names are out. But how do we actually find that perfect, clear name? Let's dive into a simple 3-step playbook that'll take you from a blank page to a name that actually starts building your monopoly. So how do you find a name that really, truly works? Look, this isn't about sitting in a room, throwing random words at a whiteboard, and hoping something magical happens. It's a focused, strategic process.
And here it is, 3 simple steps. Step 1, you have to define your core customer. You absolutely have to know who you're talking to before you can even think about a name. If you don't, you end up with what some people call a golden turd, a beautiful product that nobody actually wants. Okay, step 2, brainstorm suggestive names. We're not talking about literal, boring names. We're talking about names that hint at a quality, a feeling. Think Open Hearth Breads. It just sounds warm, fresh, and handmade, right? And finally, step 3, and listen, this one is non-negotiable. You have to test for clarity. Take your top 3 or 5 names, find at least 3 total strangers, and ask them one simple question. Based on this name, what do you think this business does? Their answer? That's pure gold. All right, let's bring this all home.
How does this simple three-step playbook actually lead to that incredible lock-in effect we were talking about at the very beginning?
It's actually pretty simple. When you follow that playbook, when you define your customer, brainstorm a great suggestive name, and then test it for clarity, your name stops being just a random label. It becomes one and the same with a solution to your customer's problem. You are literally engineering that lock-in effect from day one.
And this is the whole point, the big takeaway. When a customer has the problem that you solve, they stop searching for a solution. They start searching for you. They don't Google good bread, they search for open heart spreads. They don't look for customer relationship software, they look for Salesforce. That right there, that is your monopoly.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Take a hard look at your business, or the one you're dreaming about starting. Is its name just a label that sounds kind of cool? Or is it the very first, most powerful tool you have for building your monopoly? Because that one little shift in perspective, well, that can change absolutely everything.